Hi guys, welcome back. CompTIA Security Plus Domain 5 Risk Management. In this video, we're going to see our backup and recovery introduction practice lab. Lab requirements: Windows Server 2016 Hyper-V server. So task for the lab. So we're going to perform the two tasks here: how to install Windows Server backup and then how to backup and restore using Windows Server backup. So first, we're going to see how to install Windows Server backup. Okay, so we will create a secondary virtual hard disk which will be used as a storage for backup. We will then install Windows Server 2016 native backup software. Okay, so let's go for the practice lab. So here we will create a new virtual hard disk. Let's open Hyper-V Manager. So we will create a new virtual hard disk which will serve as backup storage. We will configure this disk from within Windows Server 2016 in next task. So we're going to perform a domain control server. So I'm going to add the hard disk, the secondary hard disk. Settings. Okay, ID control, add. Here I'm going to click new, and then next. So it's the default settings. So default settings. Yeah. So here I'm going to give a name, secondary hard disk name. So the host name. This is the domain control host name. Next. So this is the default settings. If you guys want to modify any of the environments, so it's up here. So you guys can modify. So next. Okay, just make sure everything's okay here. And finish. So, okay. So just click OK. So now we have completed the first steps. Create a secondary virtual hard disk on your Hyper-V virtual machine. So now we are going to perform using this part to create and prepare a secondary disk for storage. For that, you need to turn on your domain control. So let's wait for some time. It's loading now. So I'm going to log in my domain control. Okay. So let me maximize this. It's easier for it. Now let me open the PowerShell on the domain control. So here we need to use diskpart command utility. Right. So here now you guys can see here is inside the diskpart. So we need to prepare the disk storage. For that, I'm going to using the command. The few command. Let me show you that one second. So this command that people shows the available disk. Okay. So now you can see disk one online disk 0 is online. So the free disk is 0. So here is a 127 GB. So I'm going to select the disk 1. It's now selected. So then trigger your read only attributes. So this command helps to clear the read only flag on disk 1. Okay. So the next command clean. So the clean command is wipe this one. Okay. So let me show you the create partition. Create partition primary size equal to 12000 150 gigabytes. So let me enter. Okay. So this command is help to create a partition. So whatever the size you give, so it will help to create a partition. It successfully created 120 GB. So next we are going to assign a driver letter. So for that, assign letter equal to E. Okay. So and then enter. So it's successfully assigned driver letter E. So now we can do a quick format drive E using NTFS and listed the available disks. So for that we need to use this command format fs equal to NTFS and then label equal to volume. Good. So this is a command. So quick format. So it will take okay. So it's 100% completed. So this partition formatted the value successfully. So now let's see the list command list disk. So now you guys can see here's 9 GB, 3 GB. Okay. So last time it was 127, so now we have now successfully done. So next we will select the volume. So this volume. So that's the volume. Okay, now we can see here the partition volume. So LP, so status of the volume. So here I'm going to select third. Select volume 3. Okay. So save. So now let me exit this partition. So we have now successfully done the second task. Now we are going to see how to install Windows Server Backup and Command Control server. So on the same PowerShell, we are going to use this command to add this Windows feature, Windows Server Backup feature. Okay. Add feature Windows Server Backup into components, so sorry, management tools. So let's wait for some time because it's installing now. So started installing. So it's done now. So you can see here is success. Okay. So we have now successfully done the third task. We are going to perform the same steps on domain member server. Okay. So let's minimize this one. So okay. So let me turn on the domain member server. So it's loading now. So let me open the PowerShell. Before that, let me maximize this. So PowerShell, not this one. PowerShell. So now we are going to add the same command, use the same command to add the Windows Server backup on domain number server. So now it's happened. Let's go ahead and install now. So it's now completed successfully. So the feature is added on the domain number server as well. So we have now successfully completed all four steps. On the first task is completed successfully, install Windows Server backups. Now we are going to see the second task, backup and restore using Windows Server backup. So let's see how to create a scheduled backup in Windows Server backup. So in the axis one, we prepare the domain control for backup by creating an area for storage and installing Windows Server backup. We also install Windows Server backup on the domain member. So we will now use Windows Server backup to back up the system state of a Windows Server. Then use schedule tools to set specific time and date for automated backup. Okay. So now we are going to switch back to the domain control. So let me open this. Just minimize the domain member server first. So let me open domain control. Maximize this. So minimize this PowerShell. So we have already performed this. So no need to. Okay, so now let's open Windows Backup Server on the domain controls. So Windows Server Backup. So here you guys can see the local backup. So we can just click a right click, or else you guys can see in the right panel backup schedule. So there's a tool option. You just click the right click on the backup schedule. So then click next. So here there is a tool. You need to select custom one. because we need to perform only the system state. Okay, so now click add items. So click system state. Okay, so then click next. So here I'm going to select the time 12 a.m. and then here there is a more option. If you guys want, you guys can select it. So I'm going to select a once a day 12 a.m. So here I'm going to select a backup view volume. So next, so I'm going to add the volume, what I created the command from PowerShell, right? So I'm going to add this. So then click next. So just make sure everything is the confirmation page. So the backup times is very important, and then advanced options, and then volume. So what you selected, and then system state, backup item, backup items, and then click finish. So let's wait for some time. So just close it to check you have successfully created the backup schedule. Yeah. So you guys can see here. So the details, right? The schedule backup thing. So now we are going to perform the single backup. Okay. So we're going to perform this single backup. So for that, the single backup we are going to perform on domain number servers. So this is a domain control. So just minimize this. So open the domain number server. So just maximize the same steps. The Windows Server backup, you need to open the Server Manager Tools, Windows Server backup, and then just right click the local backup. So now backup once. You guys can also see backup once here. So just click backup once. So you can leave it as default settings. Next, okay, there is custom. Okay. So and then click add items. So only the system state. Okay. So next. So here there is a two option. So just leave it as a default settings. So if you guys want, you can just select that. It's up to you. So then the select backup destination. This one, the type, it will automatically selected. Okay. So new value is Litra. So just leave it. So click next and then backup. So it takes few minutes to complete. So you can just close this window. You guys can see here, once it's completed, you will see the message successful. So we will then go for the next step. Okay, so restore a backup domain number server. Okay, so let's wait for once the backup completed, we will start we will perform the next step. So 77%, 78, 79. So it takes few minutes to complete. So 96%. Okay, this is completed almost. So just wait for the message. So creating shadow copy. So you guys can see here that backup is successful here, right? So now let's see the next restore a backup. For that, in the same domain member server, I will show you that how to do it. So just click the recover option, or else you just right click on local backup and recover. So here the server backup, just leave it as a default setting. So click next option. So here I'm just gonna leave the default settings. So if you guys have the backup date, because I just done right, so you need to select the backup date. So if you wanna go for 1 week before, so you can check and select this and change it to get the backup. Okay. So now I'm going to leave it as default. So click next. So here I have to select the system state. Okay. So here we need to select the original, leave it as a default settings. Ensure this is the original location, right? So I need to select the original locations and then recovery. Just click recover options. So here, if you get any message, yeah, just click yes. So you guys can now see here, start a recovery. So it will take few minutes to complete. Okay. So it's almost completed. So just 34% complete. 81%. 96%. So it's almost completed. Yeah. So now it's restarting. So normally after reboot, so after the backup, it start rebooting. So automatically. Okay. So no need to worry about that. So you can just reboot and then check the status of backup, the last backup recovery. The status, I will show you that. Let me turn on. So just control. You just open the server manager tools, the Windows server backup. So sure, just click the local backup. So you're trying the data now. Let's wait for some time. Okay. So now you guys can see, right, the message system state recovery successful, backup successful, the status. So that's it guys for this lab. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please subscribe my channel if you haven't. Press the bell button to get more of it. Share the video to your friends if you like. See you guys. Bye bye.